Well, I think that gives us a clear idea of the danger we're in.
What's that?
Nothing.
I think it's a parade. It's a parade, Charlie.
Smith's Square Crisps are the newest kind of crisps, crisped in a new kind of way, to give you the tastiest crisp you ever crunched.
Do you want half of this, Charlie?
Smith's Square Crisps, the tastiest crisp you ever crunched.
Oh, really?
Heavy stuff.
Heavy-ish.
Time search through the declining West, towards the ultimate paradox and the ethical...
Ethical simulation.
Yes, I'm impressed.
I'm embarrassed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought I'd destroyed every copy.
You don't believe in that stuff anymore, then?
Well, I wrote them when I thought I knew all the answers.
All of them?
Yeah.
Well, well.
Now I realize I'm just beginning to know the questions.
What are the questions?
You're pushing, Miss Brunner.
What are these questions?
It would be nice to know the amount of useful knowledge a man can learn, would it not? What the limit is.
The limit, Mr. Cornelius.
What are you, Miss Brunner?
What?
All right, then. Who, if you prefer it?
I like what better.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I'm a programmer of some...
Experience?
Yes, that's right.
So, it's computers.
It's computers.
Well, what do you compute? And for whom?
I'm, freelance.
Freelance?
This and that.
This and that. Oh. Well, there's a lot of it about. Continental divides, wars, famines, juicy stuff, Miss Brunner. And what's your little game at the moment?
The program for the sum total of all human knowledge.
Get away.
Program for immortality. What's that worth? The program for immortality, Mr. Cornelius. What's that worth?
I never buy programs.
Hello, is anyone there? Where is everybody? If only I could find Artu, then all my worries would be over. He's probably gone wandering off somewhere, and that only leads to trouble. Oh, well, perhaps he can help. Excuse me, but have you seen my friend R2-D2? We arranged to meet on this planet, and I think he might have got lost again. He has no concentration, you know. Hello? Hello? I don't think you understand a word I say. Do you understand what I'm saying? Must be an old model, I suppose. Oh, if only I could find R2. Swap. Shop. Oh, that sounds different. I wonder what's going on. Oh, well. R2. R2-D2, where are you?
Little guy.
The most dangerous humpback in modern crime. I'll give you 3 seconds to throw down those weapons and cover that Steinway. Just one of those old
stereo reel as trick, Sarge. We'll get him.
Yeah.
He never did tell me his name. Gosh. If I ever see him again, I hope I recognize him.
After all, this is the 20th century. Doctors can cure most things, can't they? Well, First Aids will now show you the full extent of what medicine has to offer on the AIDS front.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Mr. Hasselblad.
Are the results of my test back yet?
Yes, they are. I'm afraid you've got AIDS, and you're going to die.
Oh, no! Go on.
That's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great sketch, is it?
You know, it covers the facts pretty thoroughly.
Covers the facts? You're supposed to be playing a doctor.
Yes?
Well, say some doctorish things, then.
Such as?
Such as, try not to worry, Mr. Hasselblad.
Try not to worry, Mr. Hasselblad.
Oh, say it properly.
Do try not to worry, Mr. Hasselblad.
Thank you, Doctor. I know I'm in good hands, and I'm sure you'll do everything you possibly can.
You are going to die.
Don't keep saying that.
Why not?
Well, because it just doesn't go anywhere, does it? I mean, try and embroider it slightly.
You are going to die quite soon?
No. This is pathetic. Look, I'll play the doctor, you play the patient.
All right. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Mr. Hasselblad.
Are the results of my test in yet?
Yes, they are, as a matter of fact.
Any problems?
Generally, no. Your blood's a good, healthy, sort of red colour. And there seems to be plenty of it. We did discover a tiny little bug called AIDS, but I shouldn't worry too much about it.
So, I'm all right, then?
Not all right, no. I mean, you're going to have to take a couple of days off work at some stage.
But you will be able to cure it, won't you?
Oh, good Lord, yes. No, honestly, it's a tiny little thing. You wouldn't give it a second glance if you saw it on the beach.
Could you cure it now, please?
Not absolutely now, no.
Why not?
Well, we've had a bit of a rush on over the Christmas period, curing all the new diseases, but the lab boys should have it straightened out fairly soon.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, absolutely sure. Yes. No, medical science has basically cracked the problem of disease, Mr. Hasselblad. It's just a question of mopping up the last few now, really.
Well, that's strange.
What is?
Well, my uncle died of cancer. They weren't able to cure him.
Yes, cancer is proving to be a bit awkward.
My aunt died of Parkinson's disease. They couldn't cure her.
Yes.
My brother's got diabetes and my piano teacher's an epileptic. They can't cure either of those.
Aha.
I had a cousin who died from an asthma attack and my mother's had rheumatoid arthritis for the last 15 years.
Right.
Both my godparents have had strokes. My brother-in-law died of cirrhosis and my dressmaker had chronic bronchitis for 6 years before he died of heart disease, and my sister gets premenstrual tension. They haven't been able to cure a single one of those.
You haven't had much luck in your family, have you?
And now I've got AIDS, which, besides being almost certain to kill several members of the studio audience, is going to make the bubonic plague look like a runny nose. And you're telling me not to worry?
Yeah, probably better your way round, actually. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Mr. Hasselblad.
Are the results of my test back yet?
Yes, they are. You've got AIDS and you're going to die.
Looks a bit like it.
All because you were a git and you thought that men in white coats were going to do all the thinking for you. Can I have your stereo when you're dead?
Thank you, Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. They are, of course, from Saturday Live. Hugh and Steve have painted an accurate picture there of what doctors can do, or have they?
Golf, ice hockey and a full day's racing, football, volleyball and paper chasing. We'll be trailing, ocean sailing, then trawling, fisherman, a film on whaling. We're starting with a sporting fixture, played at Wembley was quite a mixture. Oh, what a game, everybody came, everybody you can name. Charlie, George, Terry Venables and Francis Lee. David Broom and Henry Cooper with his friend Ali. Mark was there and Fittipaldi was the referee at the sporting event of the year. Lester Pickett riding Martin Peters beat Prince Philip in 1,000 metres. Eddie Waring, long past caring, took it up and under and he lost his bearing. Mick McManus with a forearm knockdown caught Mike Shannon while he had one sock down. What a scene when Billie Jean started up at love 15. Georgie Best and Tommy Docherty had come to blows. Harvey Smith fell off his horse and as he burst his nose, he raised one arm and indicated he would like to go at the sporting event of the year. Fiery Freddie Truman bowled a bumper, bounced and disappeared, and Moore's jumper stopped by Avis. He said, Stavis, she retorted, will you tell me what your game is? Thorman had to set a Tony Jacklin, put that putter down, it's unfair tackling. Alan Clark, just for a lark, much of Candy leave the park. Archie Gemmill, Aznavour and Colin Bell were there. Both Sir Alf and Brian Clough, well, you could tell were there. Ginny Wade and even Goolagong as well were there at the sporting event to which everyone went for the sporting event of the year.
You've cut it very fine. Do you realize how much time you've got, Miss Brunner?
Just over 45 minutes.
Mr. Cornelius.
Hello, sweeties.
We weren't expecting you.
Well, just carry on as I wasn't here.
How much does he know?
Mr. Cornelius is here as an...
Observer?
Right. So you could say I'm seeking sanctuary.
Why now? Don't let's go into all that. Nevertheless, it is a curious coincidence that you should suddenly appear. Now, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Do you know anything at all of your father's work?
Well, we didn't talk much. Just sort of passed messages.
If you had stayed a little longer after his funeral, I could have shown you around.
Ah, that's what you say now, honey. You could have, but whether you would.
But, Mr. Cornelius, we've got nothing to hide.
Then, Miss Brunner, you could have fooled me.
Paul Nicholas is now appearing in Charlie Girl at the Opera House, Manchester.